Hello, beautiful human. Welcome to a quick reset with me. I'm ZGALA. Here in the Head Hutt, it's a little bit warm. Came out here to just do a quick reset for myself, as it's that time of the day. And as always, I invite you to join me to whatever degree feels good in your body. I like to always remind you there's not one way. There are many right ways, many wrong ways. I encourage you to learn to listen to your own body. Just practice. There's, again, not one right or wrong way. I am going to listen to my own body and start with a few deep inhales and exhales, which is pretty much always a great place to start. I'm going to add some shoulder shrugs, so breathing in, shrugging up and tensing up, and then trying to make that exhale about twice as long as the breath in, roughly. Let's try that a couple more times. Breathing in, holding, and then I encourage you to try out some different kinds of sighs. Making them audible is a great way to help reset your nervous system for many reasons. Let's do it again. Breathing in, holding, and then I like to sometimes swing the arms, rotating left over right, right over left. This is another great way to reset the nervous system. I'm just finishing up my beta version of my human Reboot course. So resetting the nervous system is fresh on my mind. And I created that course because I needed the tools. And in my own exploration and practicing of the tools, I thought, well, I know I'm not alone in needing them. So if you're one of those people that needs some extra tools for resetting your own nervous system, if you're finding yourself either suppressing your emotions and not wanting to feel them because they're overwhelming, or having them being overwhelming, in either of those cases, emotional fitness, emotional resilience is what you need. And that is what I built my course to help you build more of. So drop me a line if you're interested in more of that. Meanwhile, let's get to some arm stretches. I'm going to bring this arm across the body. Remembering to breathe and smile all the while. Let's do some shoulder rotations, just holding that arm in a stretch position, trying to relax it and use the other arm to rotate it around. Now I'm kind of doing a combination, passive and active stretching. Let's shake that out. Shaking it out is a great tool to use for resetting. Let's bring that other arm across the body, and again, trying to relax the arm as it's in a stretch position, and then giving it some rotation. Remembering to breathe and smile. Adding a little combination, passive and active, to that stretch. Swing that all the way back. That reminds me, let's do a little twisting while seated. You could do this standing, of course, but since I'm seated, and you may be as well if you're watching this on the phone, I'm going to bring my right hand to my left knee, and then left hand back behind the body, close in. If you're on a chair, you could maybe scrunch it in there or scoot forward on the chair. And then from the bottom to the top, so first through the pelvis, and I'm going to use my hands for torque and support and try to rotate the spine straight up from those sits bones, so that I have a temptation to lean to one end or one side, and I'm going to really resist that temptation by focusing on keeping the spine straight up as I twist from the bottom through the middle, through the neck, looking with the eyes behind me. Nice twist, wringing out all those internal organs Giving everybody a nice hug. Everybody's feeling all right today, I must say. That's a pleasant thing to note. Let's unwind from the top to the bottom. Coming back to center. Shaking that out a little bit. And let's do the other side. Left hand to right elbow. Right hand in close to the body near the gluteal crevasse. And then from the bottom to the top, twisting through the pelvis, through the spine, straight up from the sits bones, out through the top of the head, looking with the eyes behind, using those hands for torque and support, wringing out all those organs in the other direction, giving everybody a little hug, a little check, a little hello. And then now let's unwind from the top to the bottom with the eyes first. Shoulders, torso, and pelvis. Let's shake that out. Shake it to the left and shake it to the right. Shake it up high, shake it down low. Shake it all around. Shake one side and then the other. Crisscross. All these are great ways to help reset your nervous system. Also, it's fun to be silly. I encourage you to do it more often. I'm willing to bet you're not being silly enough. I'm just saying, if you are, good job. Put your hand in the air, turn your hand around, pat yourself on the back. Hey, thanks for stopping by today. Don't forget that you are worthy of your own unconditional love. Always and in all ways. It might not always sound true, but it is. I say it a lot to help remind myself of that because I, like many others, sometimes struggle with keeping that in mind. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm happy to say I'm going to go play some rock and roll with a band that I'm in. And I thank you for stopping by. I thank you if you liked and subscribed. I thank you for being you and letting me be me. Don't forget to check out the description if you want to check out my books or my music or my courses. And until next time, ciao. Peace.